Happy Father's Day this weekend to all my dads out there. I was actually planning to do a show just for you, but when I was at Boy O Boy this week, buying the cutest little raincoat for my 4-year-old, I met a lady with a 6-month-old who still wakes up for his 3 o'clock feeding. See, I was actually blessed with my second and third child who both slept through the night at 6 weeks. But my firstborn was similar to this 6-month-old. I used to put him to bed at 6 p.m. every night as I needed mummy time. And it's something I did with my other two as well. It helps you cope through the day, and the children get the sleep needed. However, babies do wake up during the night looking for their bottle, or if they fall asleep in mummy or daddy's arms, they wake up and say, "Hey, where are they?" Studies show that most babies, 70%, do sleep through the night by the time they hit 9 months, according to the National Sleep Foundation in America. However, some babies sleep through the night earlier. How I remember getting my firstborn to sleep through the night was to stop that 3 a.m. feeding and replace it with water. There are studies that tell you not to put cereal in the milk as it can cause diabetes or even choking. I never took the chance, and it's not needed, as at 6 months you can actually use a spoon to feed them. So the supper was cereal and the bottle for bed was milk. Still, out of habit, he would wake up for the milk at 3 a.m. So guess what? I replaced it with water. After about 3 nights, he realized that the milk was never coming back and he didn't really like the water at night, so he stopped waking up. According to babycenter.com, you play a big part in your baby's sleep habits. Put your baby to bed drowsy but awake by the time they are 4 months old, says Judith Owens, who is a pediatrician and director of the Pediatric Sleep Disorders Clinic at Hasbro Children's Hospital in Providence, Rhode Island. This will actually help your baby avoid developing a dependence on you to fall asleep and make it easy for her or him to fall back to sleep on her own when she wakes up at night. The biggest thing I used to do once they're 6 months old, they would go to their crib at 6 p.m. While in the crib, they can climb around, they can do whatever, but I would be reading them a story. They didn't fall asleep in my arms, but they would fall asleep to my voice, and I would read them the story. And then I would say, "Good night, time for bed." I would turn off the light and I would leave the room. Now let me tell you something. The first few nights they will test you and they will cry. But don't worry about it. We all get through it and they will learn how much to test you. If you give in, they'll expect you to give in every night. So start the routine from now. This is Bouncing Babies on Parent to Parent Nationwide 90 FM. Remember to join the Facebook page, Parent to Parent Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Rebecca Harper. And remember, being a parent is the most important job in your life. All the information comes from my personal experience, and today's information comes from babycenter.com.